So in this video, we're going to do an overview here of Google Stadia because there's a lot of things with Stadia, but a lot of it is not quite ready here at launch just yet. So we're going to do a bit of an unboxing, sort of a little bit of comparison we can compare it to, some setup stuff, and sort of kind of do a little bit of first impressions as well here with it. The version I have here is the Founders Edition, and the difference that you get here between the Founders Edition and the version that you can get, which is also the Premier Edition, is basically the Founders Edition is going to give you the night blue version of the controller. It's also going to give you the buddy pass, so you can actually give someone else 3 months of Stadia as well too, and it'll allow you to get your own custom username on the platform as well. So it's pretty cool. You see Stadia right here on the front, got a little big G right down there for Google. Let's go ahead and slide this off. There we go. We'll put this right here to the side. Here we have Stadia controller here itself. This is my first time picking it up. Actually feels pretty good in the hand. Wow, it's pretty nice. Nice and comfortable. I think this might be a comfortable controller to kind of play around here with. We'll get back to that in just a second. Let's go and see else what we have underneath here. All right, it's kind of opened up like this. Looks like we have a nice long USB Type-C cable, because you're gonna need this to charge the controller as well too. Now, none of this hardware is technically needed with Stadia. At one point, you're gonna be able to use your own hardware, whatever you wanna kind of use with it. But right now at launch, this is pretty much what you're gonna be looking at. To need here, let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Looks like there's probably some documentation in here, probably a welcome card or something like that. The founders, yep, that's exactly what that is, along with some legal documents, whatever and whatnot. The promise of creating one place for all the ways we can play is a long-held dream. Today, we're proud to see the dream become reality. A community of players at its core of Stadia. Thank you for being the first to gather around the Stadia team. That's nice of them. Get some stickers as well too. Pretty cool. All right, just kind of flubbing everything around here. We also get a Chromecast Ultra, because this is what's going to connect it to the TV, and that's how we're going to do our setup first here is with the TV. Because you can basically do it with any monitor, it has HDMI with it. You'll also be able to use your phone as well too. This is really supposed to be platform agnostic. Whatever you have out there, you're supposed to be able to basically use with Stadia. Here we have the block here, the power block here for the Chromecast Ultra. See, that's still standard USB 2.0. I like to see that get up to C, just to kind of have some uniform sort of connections there with it. This is your power brick here. This also has a wired Ethernet connection, which they recommend to use with Stadia, which is what I'm going to be using to test this out. Right now, we'll get to wireless at some point as well too. All right, this looks like this is just probably just a standard wall adapter, plug in to do a little bit of charging there with it. All right, let's get a little bit more here into the controller. Now I'm going to compare the Stadia controller here in the center to pretty much its two main competitors sort of in this cloud gaming space here, which would be obviously Sony with the PlayStation controller and Xbox with their controller here as well. What's interesting here is that eventually Stadia is going to be able to use either one of these controllers to be able to play on the platform. So it's not going to matter if you have their particular controller, you can use any of these to be able to game on Stadia, as long as it's a USB compliant controller. So, and hopefully wireless coming down the line as well too at some point. So taking a comparison look here, let's first kind of pick up the controller. You can see it's kind of a blend between the PS4 controller and the Xbox controller here. You have your analog sticks kind of right here at the bottom, similar to what you see on the PlayStation. YXAB, so they're the same format you see here on the Xbox right here. Here's where it gets a little bit different here. Let's probably have your menu button here, probably another sort of play pause button right there, and a little 3 dots. You also have your Google Assistant button, because this is going to be compatible with Google Assistant, tying in more of Google services here with it. Fortunately, it's not really working fully right now at launch, which is something you're going to kind of commonly hear right now currently with Stadia. And this, I believe, is your capture button to be able to use with YouTube and capture images and videos and things like that to be able to share. I don't believe all the functionality is fully set up with this just yet. This is the power button I know here at the bottom, a little Stadia button right here. You have your D-pad controller right here. Everything kind of clicks and feels pretty good here, like that. And then we have our triggers right here at the bottom. And you have ones here at the top. So very similar layout that you would typically see with most gaming controllers, comparing it here a little bit with the Sony PlayStation 4 controller. You kind of get an idea of where they sort of got the idea for inspiration. I mean, truthfully, controllers are something you really gotta redefine these days in gaming. This is sort of standard as you sort of kind of can go with. Unless you're Nintendo, they like to do things a little bit differently, of course. And we can take a look here between this and actually let me twist these around here. This is standard Xbox controller, and you can get some specialty controls as well too. But I want to compare standard controls between all these here. All right, now this does have a USB-C on the front of it here, which is cool. Now you're going to be able to use that to charge, and you're also going to have to use it when you use the phone, which we'll test out a little bit later, when you want to use it with the phone to be able to sort of do the gaming on there as well too, because sort of worry about input lag, because this is kind of using a combination of sort of mostly Wi-Fi to send commands with a little bit of Bluetooth to sort of initialize the connection here with it. But it does feel real comfortable, and I have big hands, and these fit pretty well, and I should be able to kind of get my game on. I don't really see any issues coming up in the future with sort of using that. It feels more like an Xbox controller to me in comparison than a PlayStation controller. It's kind of more leaning here than there. That's kind of my opinion there with it. But I think the layout from the front is more PS4, which I think makes a little bit more sense probably for what they're looking for, which I think the PS4 controller tends to be more of the standard controller over the Xbox in most cases with games and such. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick comparison between the three of those. Let's go ahead and continue the setup process here, which I believe is going to be a little bit involved here in getting everything set up. We're going to need our Pixel 4 to get things started. So the first thing you want to do when setting up Google Stadia here is you want to make sure you have the Google Chrome app installed and also the Stadia app as well too. Then you want to open up the Home app and set up the Chromecast Ultra first before anything else. So go ahead and go through the configuration and setup of that, let it download the updates, get all configured and ready to go. So plug that into your monitor, TV, wherever you're going to have your Chromecast Ultra plugged into. Make sure you have that set up and ready to go. Next thing we're going to do here is hop into Stadia. And this is where we're going to be able to configure the controller. And we're welcome to the Founders Edition. It's going to give us 3 months of the Pro version, which is about $9.99 per month. It's going to give us 3 months of that for free. It's going to give us a buddy pass that we can also offer to someone. And it's going to give us sort of a name and badge, a special one for being a founder with it. But after that, it's all set up. I'll go ahead and hit let's go. So I had to go with a name I typically use, which is BWOne 316 for most of my personal gaming stuff. So I figured I'd just go with that for now. Maybe I'll change it later. Hopefully they let us. I just kind of thought of a quick name because I didn't really want to use BWOne for this. Let's go ahead and go through our privacy settings here. We can send us friend requests. You can kind of see some of the information right here. We'll just go to friends and their friends, I suppose. We can see our subscription right here. $9.99 a month after the 3-month trial. What we're getting here is the Stadia Pro games, the discount on games that we can buy, because some games you'll have to buy, some games will be kind of included with it. And we get up to 4K HDR with 5.1 surround sound as well too. Okay, what we got here is once we get sort of your username sort of set up, you confirm subscription, get all that set up and ready to go, kind of locks you into everything. Now we can go ahead and hit next. I believe from here, we'll finally be able to get into here and do some gaming. All right, claim a game and play. All right, get games included in the Stadia Pro. Let's see the games. Looks like we have Destiny 2 and Samurai Showdown. Oh, that's cool. Let's see, we will claim Destiny 2. I wonder if it'll let us claim both of those. All right, let's see, it'll claim this one. Can we? Sweet. Claim that for free too. So we got a couple of games to kind of start off here with. Nice. All right, so we can kind of look through the menu, navigate through here, but what we really want to do is get the controller set up. No controllers found. Let's see if I gotta hold this down to power this up, most likely. There we go. All right, let's find that controller. Set up Wi-Fi. Starting setup. Level unlocked. Come on. It is vibrating. There we go there. Yes. Microphone privacy. We understand that. Share diagnosis. Let's not share anything for right now. All right. It's connected to the network. So you can see here. All right. Next, you'll choose where you want to play by linking controller with the screen. Updating controller. Of course, there's going to be an update. You can see here, this is a bit of a lengthy process in getting it sort of set up. It's just sort of not sort of plug in and play, but pretty much anything that acts like a console for the most part isn't going to really be set up, plug and play, and just kind of go. You're always going to have to go through a little bit of process, updating and kind of configuring to sort of get everything up and running here. And all we're blinking is white only. There we go. Time to play. A blinking white status on the controller means it's ready to link. I can see on the screen over here that it does have a code that we have to sort of do to set this up. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go ahead and put in the Google Konami code here. I think it's just going to be, looks like it's left X, right B. And it looks like, oh, got a nice little Stadia logo. You kind of see on my lighting here in the reflection of the TV. Sorry about that. Use your phone to add an account. Oh, looks like we gotta go back to the phone here. Choose our account. I think we're finally gonna be up in this. We're finally gonna be in Google Stadia. I think we're here. Well, there we go. Oh, it jumps. Oh, they're jumping into a game already? Oh, no, not quite yet. All right, we got a couple of games to start off here for the Pro. So we got, oh, we can browse, buy more games with the Stadia mobile app. So we have to go through the mobile app to be able to buy any games. But we have Samurai Showdown here. We'll just hop in and play. Adjust the audio here a little bit. Make sure you guys can hear me. It doesn't get too blown out. All right, I'm just jumping in to do some testing here. I'm not going to be doing some heavy stuff. We just want to get a quick first impression to sort of how this will work. Now for me, I do have a optimal network. I have gigabit here at home through Comcast. I have a gaming router, gaming switch. I'm probably the most optimal way you can sort of set this up for 4K HDR gaming. So I'm probably not going to be the same as what everyone else has, but I at least want to full disclose what I'm sort of going to be working with here, which is probably going to be the most optimal setup to get this going. And this is all streaming here. So remember, the commands are being sent basically over Wi-Fi and then transmitted over in wherever the Google server is. Let's see. All right. I have no idea how to play Samurai Showdown. It's my first time actually playing this game, so I'm gonna look pretty bad. And somebody's gonna comment on the bad gaming. That's fine. I've never played this. I just want to get an idea of how this works in terms of Stadia. Okay. All right, cool. Let's see if we can switch games. All right, we hit the Stadia button. Got connection. We can see best for 4K is what they're telling us right now. Controller gives us the status, gives us a battery indicator, or audio, voice and video chat right now. I don't believe we can do wireless headsets just yet with this. Let's go back here. Let's take a look, hold to exit, okay. Now let's go to exit game. How was the game session? We'll give you a good for right now. We're gonna need a little bit more sort of to jump into. Have more information. So let's pull up Destiny 2. See what we get out of this. Another game I actually haven't played, which has been Destiny. Not really into these type of games, but we'll see. Save the health tips. Connect the mic to speak in in-game chat. All right. Where? Here. All right. Ooh. Okay. Yep. All right. Hopefully I'm ready. As I play this awful. Oh God, I am awful at this. Ooh, just jump right in front of me like that. I'm not reloading properly at all. I mean, gosh. Let's just do some melee. Ah. Ooh, nice. Oh, he's done. All right, don't mind me in this awful gameplay. This is the first time I actually played Destiny. Like I said, these aren't the type of games I typically play. So excuse the gameplay for that. I'm pretty sure you guys will kind of crack on me for that. That's okay. I want to toss a grenade. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oops. Oh God, that's bad. Grenaded myself. There we go. Take care of him. Who's left? Oh, So I got everybody. All right. Oh no, you're still around. Cool. Took care of him. Supercharge. Whoa, go damn. They're making it rain in here. Okay. Okay. That's a little much. Boom. Ooh, nice. Oh, one. Okay, let's do the super ability. Boom. All right, took him down. Oh, whoa, whoa. Get back up. All right, there we go. Punch him in the face again. All right, anybody left? I kind of feel with Stadia right now, you can't really fully do a review on it. There's a lot of things that are missing. I mean, we have our screen capturing and a few other things like that, but not, save left or anything from the clip, but it's not all the features. We don't have Google Assistant fully available and ready just yet. We don't have, a few of the things that they really promised sort of with this. So hopefully in the future they'll get that. I'll definitely be testing some of those things out, testing out the cross-play, testing out being able to pick up and play from one device to another device. Be sure to leave your questions, comments, and concerns below here. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want me to test, want me to check out here as we sort of go through Stadia. And it's gonna take a little bit of time for this to really develop over time. We only got a few titles out. I think it's gonna be about 22 or so. I think at launch, 12 to 22, I think is what I originally saw there. We know the pricing is a little interesting because you got some free games, but some games you're gonna be paying full price for. I'm gonna definitely test this over Wi-Fi. I'm gonna test this on different hardware, obviously on the phone as well too, but I just wanna kind of jump in and kind of show you the setup here, which was a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be here. But questions, comments, concerns, like I said, post them below. Thanks for watching, and always remember to live your tech world in high definition.